INSEE Ecocycle was started as an industrial waste management solution provider, and now we are serving the municipal solid waste as well as we are doing recycling. Going beyond the business, we want to see Sri Lanka as a greener country for the current as well as future generations. So that's our aim. That's where we are working on. INSEE Ecocycle started about 20 years back with the ambition of converting waste into fuel. So we started with industrial solid waste and also industrial liquid waste. And then with the time, we gradually moved into municipal solid waste, sorted, non-biodegradable, non-recyclable solid waste. We started this change back in 2010. We have a global expertise on waste management in different countries. Using that expertise also, we started this journey. It gives a lot of benefits to many parties. One thing is, as INSEE Ecocycle, we convert waste into a fuel that is beneficial for the company as well as it's beneficial for many other stakeholders. If I take the community perspective, the sorting process and segregation gives a lot of employment opportunities for people, the waste care workers or the waste collectors. They get a living out of it. And also, when you consider the livelihood around the waste pickers and waste collectors, that's a different community. There are a lot of people engagement and a lot of people are living around it. Also, the living conditions of the people, if if the waste get dumped and get landfilled, what happens? The living conditions of the people get deteriorated. So that way, we are giving something to the community. People get better living conditions on this thing. And going beyond that, we do resource recovery out of this thing. We recover the energy and also the material. Where resource recovery is happening, where real value of the waste is taken for a useful thing. Also, INSEE, we have a sustainable ambition. We have our sustainable development goals in 2030. We are thinking of circular economy, and also we are thinking of security of the material, as well as we are thinking of the biodiversity and water protection. And also we think on the safety, as well as we are thinking on the reduction of CO2 footprint. So these things are aligned. So our vision as well as what we do on municipal solid waste is very much aligned. Also, from the country perspective, our country is looking at reducing the waste and reducing the landfills or waste being dumped on water bodies and pollution. That is being focused, especially when it comes to the sustainable development goals. These are high priorities for the country as well. We are moving into a net zero economy by 2050. So that's a journey which everyone has to contribute. So this is a major part of it, because municipal solid waste, we all know it's harmful, it's polluting environment, and also there are no much solution. When you take municipal solid waste, the plastic and polythene component is the biggest challenge, because no one has solutions for that. If it is recyclable, of course we have solutions, but this component, there's no that much solutions. We are giving solutions for that small component. After sorting and taking out all the biodegradable and non-recyclable part, we are left over with the non-recyclable component, which we are serving and taking something useful out of it. Ecocycle, as I said, we started from the industrial waste, and then we moved into the sorted non-biodegradable municipal solid waste management. So we have a lot of experience on managing waste across the globe, which we gained through managing the industrial waste earlier. And then we converted that experience into the municipal solid waste management. So we had a very good platform where we have a big knowledge base on managing waste. That was the best thing which we had as a strong point to move into the sorted non-biodegradable municipal solid waste. When we started the journey, of course, this is different to managing industrial waste, because there are other challenges. Which main thing is municipal solid waste is not controlled, where you have a little bit control on the industrial waste, because the generators dispose by themselves as their responsibility. So that is the biggest difference of these two streams. When you come to the co-processing, which we do, co-processing is having very stringent quality control requirements, because we are doing two processes together. One is the clinker manufacturing, on the other side the waste destruction. As well, also we have to use this waste, the sorted non-biodegradable, non-recyclable component, as a alternative fuel. So we have to maintain a stringent quality control criteria for these processes to run together without disturbing each other. So that is the main requirement. To do that, we have set of standards where we have to meet. For doing this thing, we have to have control over the waste value chain. That's how we control the quality. So this is the biggest challenge. Of course, as I said, we are disposing this waste at a temperature above 1450 degrees Celsius, where the full decomposition happens and there are no residual waste going out of the process. That is the beauty of the process. To make sure the quality aspects are met to meet these requirements, we need to have different control points starting from the municipality level itself. So that's where we face the challenge, because this is not a control process. So we have to have a lot of collaboration with the waste care workers as well as authorities to establish the quality controlling process around the value chain. So that was the biggest challenge which we faced. That's why we took so long time. We started 2010 and it gradually came up. Right now we manage over 1,500 tons of sorted component per month, which is a huge amount. If you consider this difficult part of the municipal solid waste is plastic and polythene, that comes around 10 to 15% of the total generation. So segregating this without having non-conforming things like asbestos or electronic waste or even hazardous waste are dumped into this municipal solid waste, then that total waste component become difficult to manage. So that is one of the challenge which we are coming across. Of course, we have to have a lot of collaboration, as I said, with different people, stakeholders involved to make this controlling happen. We manage the sorted component like plastic and polythene, which is 10 to 15% out of the total waste generation, but it has the biggest impact. That's why we want to manage that difficult part. When you consider the value chain of the waste, contamination of municipal solid waste, avoiding contamination of municipal solid waste is the difficult thing. If you contaminate only, you have to segregate and discard certain hazardous components. So giving awareness to the waste care workers, giving awareness to the households was one of the biggest challenge, because the collection is scattered all around the country. We are playing with more than 100 municipalities right now. So giving awareness to all these communities is a big challenge. So where we had to collaborate with most of the authorities as well as waste care workers over the period. So that's why we took so long to come to this level, and our journey doesn't end. We are still keep going the awareness programs or educating people as well as educating waste care workers to ensure that the source segregation is properly happening. There's no contamination in the waste, so that we can have a controlled waste stream for the co-processing operation. Digitalization or digital transformation is a hot topic, is a buzzword nowadays. Everyone wants to transform digitally and make their businesses easy and efficient. So waste management also, we started adapting digitalization many years back. Of course, with the industrial services which we do with the corporates. And then it has been grown gradually. We have many digital platforms to make easy for the waste management, starting from the pre-screening of waste, where we handle industrial waste, of course, as well as selection of proper waste streams. All these things right now happen in digital platforms. As well as the newest thing is now all the reservations or booking of the waste deliveries and management of waste deliveries, tracking the waste deliveries is happening using digital platforms. Further going beyond that, we have GPS tracking for the deliveries, where they are going and how it's managed, so that we know exactly how the waste is being moved and how it's reached to our facility. And also the disposal, every step we have digital records on different platforms, digital platforms, and we can trace how waste is being disposed. And finally, the issuance of the destruction certificates also happen using a digital platform. So this happened over the years. We did not went into the full chain at the initial step. We have added different steps during the line, and right now we are a full-fledged situation where our entire operation can be managed digitally, which is convenient for our customers. For example, they can book the deliveries. They can see the deliveries, how it is happening. They can see, it's a kind of evidence also the delivery waste is properly managed and disposed. And also convenient. When you have waste, you can call for a truck and it comes on a particular day and pick your waste. So that's how convenient it is. Of course, we all know digitalization gives everything to your fingertip or to your laptop. You can have convenience. Convenience is the biggest thing we provide, and also we give faster services. We have been able to make the waste approval processes, screening processes faster using digitalization, and it keeps growing. So it helps us to improve our service levels, and also it helps our customers to have transparency and also fast response. So that's how we have done over the years, and this thing doesn't stop. We want to have more additions to this service. We want to have full visibility over the supply chain or the waste value chain for our entire customer base, including authorities also. And we are moving towards that. So it's a never-ending journey. Keep on evolving. As a waste management company, we started managing sorted, non-biodegradable, non-recyclable municipal solid. And these waste comes from different origins. FMCG industry is one of the big industry where the post-consumer waste is generated. So we had a very nice collaboration with them where we act as their producer responsible organization. Of course, this is a new thing. This is new for Sri Lanka, created by INSEE Ecocycle. We collect the waste on behalf of them and dispose the waste in an environmental friendly manner. In that operation, we take care of the entire thing, like from the sorting point to the transportation and then segregation, then final disposal through the co-processing, and then we issue the certifications also for the environmental friendly disposal of this waste. So entire value chain is managed by us on behalf of the organizations. So that's the new concept which we have brought in as PR organizations. This is beneficial for many parties, of course. The waste is generated all around the country in different municipality levels where authorities or the communities are trying to dispose waste in proper manner because it's harming to the environment and it's disturbing the ecological footprint. So waste need to be managed properly. But this has costs involved. We know that the sorted component of this municipal waste has an energy value. It can be converted into an alternative fuel. But there's a difference in value where somebody need to fulfill. So that's been fulfilled by the producer responsible organization. It's a collective effort. Waste owned by authorities and the community, and we take the offtake and we dispose. They are the producer responsible organization involved to bridge the gap of the value and make this process running. So it's a joint effort. Also, to run this process properly, we have to have a lot of awarenesses to the teams, including waste care workers, households, authorities. That's also happening collaboratively. We do a lot of awareness programs around the country to make the waste value chain clean and without contamination of hazardous waste, so that anybody can manage it clearly. Not only us, anyone else is interested also, they can manage it clearly using this knowledge being shared among the community. So that's the effort which we do. And going to the future, of course, we know we produce an alternative fuel out of this waste. And it's challenging in the commercial sense. The world energy prices are changing. Sometimes it goes up, but now it's coming down. Then you have to be competitive also with that as an alternative fuel. So we want to enhance the efficiency of the process. That is one thing which we are looking at. We are looking to improve the efficiency of this process by doing different things. We are trying to enhance the efficiency of entire value chain. That is one thing. Also, as a producer responsible organization, we want more people to come in on board and work with us. That's how we can enhance this service across the country. That is the second move which we are going to take. And also further, the biggest thing to manage waste properly is the awareness from the household level to the waste care worker level to the authority level. So we are enhancing our awareness campaigns across the country to make them aware on how to manage your waste and how to dispose things properly. That's how we plan the future of this PRO journey. Specifically going into the municipal solid waste management, as I explained, it's a collaborative effort because one party or one company or one authority cannot do it because you don't have the full solution with you. So many people has to come together. That's how these partnerships has worked successfully, because everybody were working into one goal, and you manage part of the waste value chain by yourself, by joining with others. It was successful. That's why we have reached up to managing more than 12,000 tons of sorted component yearly. And it will grow. Our plan is next year going beyond 15,000 metric tons of waste, sorted municipal solid waste in a year. So that's the next step, and going beyond that. To do that, starting and growing slowly is easy, but when you grow with the volumes, going further one step is a bit difficult, because right now we have to go all around the country where logistics is a challenge. Of course, these are very lightweight materials. You have huge cost in terms of logistics, and then we have to have innovative solutions to manage these logistics costs, where we are working in collaboratively with our PRO partners as well as authorities to somehow bring the cost of the value chain down so that we can serve many people. So far, we have been successful, of course, with the support of many people, including the waste care workers and households. And also going beyond that, we were in the industrial waste management and municipal solid waste management, but we were not actively managing the recyclable component past few years. Right now, we are looking at, we have a concept called resource recovery. We are serving our corporate clients for the recycling of material, and we want to expand that. That's where we are looking at right now, because we want to ensure that the circularity is happening properly for many types of waste. So we are planning to expand our resource recovery concept in coming years to serve corporates as well as municipal solid waste channel, to make sure that this circular economy is really practiced on the ground. As a pioneer in waste management, we want to see that happening. That is another future step which we are looking at. And to all these things, we need to have proper knowledge across the community, across the society, in all levels. Because waste, we all generate waste. So we should know how the waste I generate is managed. Then only I can contribute to that. So we want to enhance the knowledge of everybody, including the generators, including the producers, as well as the people who manage waste. Then the management of post-consumer waste becomes easy. So one of our future activity is expanding this knowledge and enhancing the awareness or the capacity among the community on proper management of waste. INSEE Ecocycle was started as an industrial waste management solution provider, and now we are serving the municipal solid waste as well as we are doing recycling. Going beyond the business, we want to see Sri Lanka as a greener country for the current as well as future generations. So that's our aim. That's where we are working on.